How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brooksy HD, and mind the hair, it's all over the shop. I showered earlier today and it's just, my hair goes fucking mad, like curly, after a shower. Today, we're talking about more real life football. I really want to bring more of this kind of stuff to the channel. The views on the Champions League prediction, which was out like 2 hours before the actual thing itself, did really well, got over 500 views, which is really sick for a thing that I don't usually do, which is talk about real life football. So today we're going to be talking about my prediction for Euro 2016 and what that means. I'm going to be talking about stuff like the dark horses who I think will do really well. I'm going to talk about teams that I expect to fail, but other people might not. And then we're going to have to obviously talk about the teams that will probably win it. And Ireland, which I'm going to get to right now. We'll include Northern Ireland in this as well. Northern Ireland, I don't think will do well. I really want them to do well because, like, it's just a fairy tale for them, isn't it? It really is. Like, they've done so well to get to the position that they are in right now, but their players are just not good enough quality. And once again, just to say, these are my own opinions. If you don't agree with them, that's totally fine. Just don't hate me for it, because it's my own personal opinions. What you guys need to do is go down to the comment section, tell me what you think of all of the things I've said and what you think will happen in the Euros, because it's very interesting. I cannot wait for the Euros, man. It's going to be great. But yeah, Northern Ireland, I don't think will do well. The same with Republic of Ireland. We're going to do crap. I think maximum we're going to get is 2 points out of the group, and that's if we draw against Belgium and Sweden. And I don't think we're going to do either of those things. I think we're going to come last again. We're going to have 0 points again. And we're going to get smashed by Italy and Belgium. Sweden, we have a chance of winning. Not going to happen though, is it? So enough about Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland. Let's talk about the teams who I think will do really bad that people expect to win. You have two of them. We have England. We'll start off with England. Some really stupid things have happened recently. For example, leaving Danny Drinkwater out of his team when he has played a pivotal role in a title-winning team in the Premier League, and you take Jack Wilshere. I don't get that in the slightest. In some essences, I do, because Jack Wilshere is that kind of player that can create something. Danny Drinkwater can do that to an extent as well, but why I like Danny Drinkwater, he does the nitty-gritty stuff. He takes control of a game. He passes the ball around nicely. He does extremely well. Jack Wilshere is good at being an attacking midfielder, which I think Rooney's going to be in that role anyway, so I don't see the reason why Jack Wilshere is gone. Maybe Jordan Henderson shouldn't have gone for Danny Drinkwater. Or, I don't know, guys. If any of you guys are English, tell me what you think of that situation. Tell me what you think down below. And the second team is Portugal. I think they're always overhyped and they always never deliver. Always. Pepe, biggest cunt in the game. I hate the fucker with a passion. Still a good centre-back, though. But their team it's getting old, but they're bringing in the youth. And I think this tournament is their transition stage, so it were. So I don't think they're going to do well. I think Ronaldo never performs for the national team on big stages like the Euros and the World Cup, and that's just my personal opinion. I think he never performs to the abilities that he should be doing. Like, it's Cristiano Ronaldo, for Christ's sake. He's probably the best player in the whole competition. So yeah, I honestly expect both of them teams not to do well. I do hope England actually do well, by the way, because if you didn't know, I was born in England. I lived there for 3 months when I was a baby, and then we moved over to Ireland. My dad's Irish, my mum's English, and her whole family is English, so I obviously do have a soft spot for England, and I hope they do well. Same with Wales. I hope Wales really do well as well, because that's another fairy tale story in itself. Now, let's go on to the teams I think will do really well that people won't expect. First one, and I think this is the team that will do the best out of all these teams, is Austria. Austria had a fantastic qualifying campaign, and they centre around 1 or 2 players, notably David Alaba. You got Marko Arnautovic, and you've got centre-backs like Kevin Wimmer and Alexander Dragovic, 2 underrated players in my opinion. Their team is really sick. The way they play football, they play it really just well. You got players like Martin Harnik on the wing. You've got Sabitzer up top. I think he's probably going to play on the wing. You have Mark Janko in the team, who always performs pretty well for the national team in Austria. So I honestly expect Austria to maybe not win their group, but I can see them getting to the semi-finals. Next team is Slovakia. When you see the group Slovakia are in, which is Wales, England and Russia, as well as Slovakia, Slovakia's team has a few really solid players in it, and in my opinion one of the most underrated players in the world of football, which is Marek Hamsik. I don't think he gets enough ratings at all. He is a phenomenal player. Had a brilliant season for Napoli this year. Slovakia did really well in the qualifying campaign. They have a few really sick players. Once again, Martin Skrtel, Jan Kucka for AC Milan, Miroslav Stoch. You've got Vladimir Weiss. You've got really Game-changing players. Kutska is a fantastic holding midfielder. You've got Stock and Weiss on the left and right wing, respectively. Really solid, fast players. And Martin Skirtle, say what you want about him, he can be a solid centre-back at times. Goalkeeping and strikers, maybe not the best, but their midfield and defence should be able to carry them through, and I think they're going to do really well. And the last team then that I think will do well, there is a few more that I would like to say, but I don't think I will. I'll just leave it at these three. Turkey. Turkey's team, in my opinion, Turkey's midfield is one of the strongest in the league. You've got players like Nuri Sahin, Kalhanoglu, you've got Selçuk Inan, I think that's how you say his name. Ozyakup, a lot of Premier League players want to get him. Mehmed Topal, I don't know how to say like Ahmed and Mehmet. It's just because I'm not like that from that kind of part of the world, obviously. Their midfield is extremely strong. They've got the beast in Burak Yilmaz up top. Their defense and goalkeeping situation is a little bit suspect. You've got Semih Kaya, probably the best out of all of them positions. In centre back, left back, right back, and obviously goalkeeper. I think they're going to do really well, and I can see them getting to the semi-final, and I actually mean the semi-final this time. And then finally we have the teams that I think will probably win it. My 2 or 3 tips to win it, and I think everyone's tip at the moment is France. They're bookmakers' favourites because they're home. I would go along with that. They're missing a few key players, obviously, like Varane, Benzema, for obvious reasons, being a blackmailer and all that. But the team, I think, is strong enough. Gignac is underrated as fuck, in my opinion. Him up top, or even like Martial, they're really good players. Their midfield is fantastic. Their centre backs options are fantastic. Their goalkeeper situation is one of the best in the world. They have a really solid team. Like, I'll just say them: France, Germany, and Spain. I think they're the 3 that will more than likely win it. Spain have a fantastic squad, one of the best I've ever seen from a Spanish team, and that's saying something when they won the fucking Euros twice and the World Cup. That is definitely saying something. Spain's team has a lot of youth, but has a lot of really experienced players. You got players like Sergio Busquets, Sergio Ramos, Piqué. You know, you've got Iker Casillas. Say what you want about him, he knows what to do. Although obviously, like, David De Gea is going to start over him. Like, Iniesta's in the team. You've got Aduriz. You've got Morata in the team, man. Pedro, for some reason, made the team. I don't understand that one, to be honest. But, like, you got Thiago Alcantara, Bruno, who had a brilliant season for Villarreal, Koke, Juan Fran, although he did miss a penalty in the Champions League final. But let's not talk about that. Their team is fantastic. Germany, it's just Germany. What else can you say about it? Some fantastic players, you know. Ozil, Muller, Götze, when he plays well, he plays fucking well. Boateng, Neuer, you know, some of the best players in the world in that team. And I really think, like, Toni Kroos as well, their team is brilliant. Although the Irish did beat them 1-0 thanks to Shane Long. So if we can beat them, anyone can beat them. Let's put it that way. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you disagreed with me, tell me what you think. Just don't hate me. You know, let's have a constructive conversation in the comment section below. And also tell me what you think is going to happen in the Euros. Who you think is going to do bad? Who you think is going to do good? Who do you think is just overrated as balls? And yeah, if you want me to talk about more stuff like this, I can go into depth about the whole Irish situation if you want me to. Not Northern Ireland, because I'm not from Northern Ireland, and I don't think I want to talk for them people. That sounded like they're complete. No. I don't want to talk for a whole nation of Northern Ireland that I don't know much about. Like, I know a few of their good players like Stephen Davis, Carl Lafferty, but that's pretty much it. I know so much more about Republic of Ireland because that's who I support. That's who I want to win. They're not going to win, but I can still pray. Anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.